Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early. Daily discipline. Mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Wednesday, hump day. Let's talk about the solitary path. Now, when I talk about a solitary path, I don't mean you have to be all alone. You don't have to be some lonely soul wandering this planet by yourself. That's not really what I mean. What I'm talking about is this mind, body, and soul program. I live it every day. I preach it every day. That's what this whole channel is dedicated to. I didn't invent it. I don't ever claim to have invented this. This is thousands of years old. And that's why it works. Men have been getting down this way to try to better themselves, to become stronger versions of themselves for thousands of years, and that's why it works. I love tradition. This is why I think mentors are important, because they teach you a tradition. They tell you, hey, this is what worked. This is what has worked. I want to do what works. But when I talk about a solitary path, what I mean really is that you do this by yourself. You can find activities that may fall into the mind, body, and soul lifestyle that are group activities, but you're not doing this for other people. You're doing this for yourself. You can show up to a Tai Chi class, and that's a group activity, a bunch of people there. But you're doing it for yourself. You could learn to meditate in a group of people. But I'm not meditating for that guy, and my meditation doesn't help that guy. I'm meditating for me. To get rid of that monkey mind, all that chatter that goes on all the time. To control my brain, to control my thoughts. To detach from my emotions. That's a personal path. Other people can't do it for you, and I can't do that to you. It's not a trick. I don't have a magic wand, and I can't do that to you. This is practice and training that you have to engage by yourself. The problem with it is a lot of people don't understand it. People in my family don't understand it. Friends that I have don't understand it. People think I'm a weirdo. I went from being that crazy guy. Everybody used to think I was crazy. Oh, this guy's crazy. And I was violent. I was a drug addict. Full-time criminal. Run with gangs. Come from a family of gangsters. That's what this tattoo's all about. You guys look at sometimes. I've had people comment on it. This is a family tattoo. My family has been criminals for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. I have news articles that talk all about that shit. I got family members that he was a pirate, Captain Blood. He tried to break in and rob the Royal Crown Jewels in England. He kidnapped the Duke of Ormond. Got busted, didn't get his head chopped off or anything. The King of England exiled him out of the country. Get the fuck out of here. You and your whole family got to get out of England. So then he became a pirate and went and robbed ships, did what pirates do. That's what that Errol Flynn movie is about. That's a real character. My family is cursed. And I've had to try to break this generational curse. It's taken most of my life to do it so far. Every single day, I fight against it. And if it wasn't for the mind, body, and soul program, I'd be lost in it. I'd be in prison or I'd be dead. Absolutely. There's no question. And I can honestly say it is a little frustrating sometimes when my parents, my brother, girlfriends that I've had, close buddies that I've had, I'd say the vast majority of people around me have no understanding of what it is that I'm doing, and they have changed their opinion. See, I used to be the crazy guy. I was known as the crazy guy. This guy's so crazy, man. And now I'm not looked at as being crazy anymore. I'm looked at as being weird. I went from being crazy to weird. Because I pray. I believe in God. That's so weird. It's so fucking weird. This guy believes in God and he's spiritual. God, that's so fucking weird. What the hell is wrong with you? This is the reaction I get from so many. if I ever bring up religion or faith or spirituality or a belief in God around anyone that I know, eyebrows raised and people are just like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? So I realize that my spirituality makes me a weirdo. But I don't pray for you. I pray for me. My relationship with a higher power has nothing to do with you. It's a personal relationship that I have with God. I work out 6 days a week. I study working out. I could be a personal trainer. I've been studying this for 30 years. Many of the personal trainers that you follow, I was learning how to work out when they were born or before they were born. So I have that length of knowledge of study in this one field. I'm not a bodybuilder because I don't take steroids. Some of you guys are so stupid. I mean, you're so out of shape, and then you watch these fucking fools who are steroid goons and you think you're going to be like them. Not unless you take a bunch of steroids. And I've made exercise a lifestyle. I work out twice a day. I also swim in my pool all summer and spring. I live in Florida, so I can do that. I swim until it's bitter cold in that pool. My neighbors will be hearing me splashing around, looking over the fence like, Sky, you're swimming? And I'll be in there, fuck yeah. People think I'm a weirdo. And I'm not on here complaining. That's not the point of the video. You think I give a fuck about what people think about me? I'm not trying to complain. Somebody's like, oh man, just keep at it. I don't need your fucking praise. That's not what this is about. I study psychology, science, physics. I study every day, 7 days a week. There's never, ever a single day that goes by that I'm not reading, watching videos, taking notes, and trying to learn in educational topics. I have bookshelves full of all the classics. You want to talk about Nietzsche? This gangster drug addict shithead from the streets can talk to you all about Nietzsche, that dumbass. Fuck Nietzsche. I'll argue with you all about that shit if you want. Because I've read it. I study that stuff all the time, relentlessly, and people think I'm weird. They think I'm weird because of it. I had never read a book. When I was the crazy version of me, I didn't read no books. I didn't read no books. I could barely read. And that's legit. That's honest. I could barely read. I had dyslexia most of my life. I went to special schools when I was younger for dyslexia. Reading for me, I read like a 2-year-old. I can barely read. And I read books. Even to this day, I'm a 52-year-old man. I struggle to read. I struggle with reading. I've written 4 books. I've read, several bookshelves, a library full of books, and this is the hardest thing in the world for me. And people think I'm a weirdo because I study. So the point of the video is really just to let some of you guys know that are on this path with me, that it is a solitary path. And that many won't understand what you're doing or why. Many will think that you're a weirdo. They just won't get it. What's he doing now? Why is he doing that? Don't you want to go to the strip club? We're all going to go and hang out at the bar. Don't you want to go? You're going to the gym? Why are you going to the gym? And then the whole time at the bar, they're going to be sitting there, well, where's Sky at? That fucking weirdo's at the gym. And all the people are going to say, instead of saying good for him, they're just going to be like, why is he at the gym? But you're going to be at the gym pushing that weight. And it doesn't matter what those motherfuckers think. It doesn't matter. I fight against that crazy version. The crazy version that so many of you loved, I hated. I despised. I killed that motherfucker. That's the only hit. For all you FBI agents that follow me and you write notes, the only murder I ever committed was to kill the old version of myself, that crazy fucking version of myself. Yeah, I turned him into a weirdo. I killed him and created a weirdo. I'd rather be a weirdo. Food for thought.